Was 2009 your best chance at winning the title?
I think so. I had some. I think 2003, that car was a bit more for my liking, the Ferrari, because I remember the first time Michael did 5 laps on Fiorano, came back and said, "Oh, my neck doesn't feel good, I can't drive." And he went away for 20 days, and I was the one developing the car, and it came a bit more to me. But if you remember, 2003, I ran out of fuel in Brazil.
How painful was that?
Oh, that was horrible, because
you'd led here in '97 in the Stewart.
Yes.
But I mean, the race that you were down to
2003
win
was a definitive.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And it was even harder when they turned the engine on. So I knew it wasn't any problem. It was just a lack of fuel. And if you know that race, Michael would have stopped a lap before me. So with that, because we had no telemetry, Michael would have run out of fuel, and they would know that I would run, and they would call me. So he crashed before that. So I was the first one to run out of fuel because the calculations were wrong. So it was tough. But going back to the fact that 2003, I think I had a shot. I won Silverstone and Suzuka, which are the toughest ones. I would have finished on the podium in Hungary when my rear suspension gave up, and I had a big crash. If you remember, I went straight. I crashed with Ralph on Hockenheim start. So those kind of situations, there's no ifs in our lives, isn't it? So we just have to keep on going. But that year, I also had a shot for it.
We're now talking about 09. Oh, 03 you had a shot, yeah.
And in 09, I think it was an year. I mean, although I love Jensen to death, and we still like brothers nowadays, I think in his head, he knew that it was a championship that could have been made for me, because I was longer there, and all of a sudden he was winning all those races. And I said, how come? I mean, I beat him in the end of the 2008 season. I'm ready to keep on going. And he was just, he deserved, I mean, not just because I love him, but because he's such a good driver as well. And it was a year for us too to come out of nothing, and he did it better and won it. And I'm glad it was a friend that did, and it wasn't someone else. But it was just, it was a year that I ended up winning whenever the car was already being followed really closely by the Red Bulls and the Ferraris.
When you won at Monza in 2009, how did the Tifosi, how did they react?
They thought I was dressed in red,
okay.
Honestly. They were there, they just kept doing the same thing. It was just amazing.